You ever notice how life feels like one giant to-do list that never stops breathing down your neck? Wake up, check the notifications, answer the emails, fix the mistake, hit the deadline, send the text, schedule the meeting, help a friend, run the errand, be available, be productive, be on. You finish one thing just to hurry to the next. You're exhausted, but you call it normal. You're overwhelmed, but you call it life. You're drowning, but you call it grind mode. We inherited a culture that glorifies pressure, a world where worth is measured by what you can produce. So we move at a pace our body was never built for, then wonder why we can't breathe. We love being booked and busy. We call overworking responsibility. We justify our grind. We tell ourselves we're strong because we do it all. But if you keep it real with yourself, doing it all is the very thing draining you. Beneath all that hustle is something we barely admit. We don't want to wait. We don't want to slow down. We don't want to feel out of control. We want what we want, when we want it, and how we want it. So when things don't move fast enough, when prayers take too long, when timelines stretch, when the door doesn't open on schedule, we grind harder, we tighten our grip, we add more to our plate, we micromanage, we overfunction, we stress eat, stress plan, and stress pretend we're fine. We think, if I don't handle this, it won't get handled. If I slow down, everything will fall apart. If I stop, I'll fall behind. But the real truth is this. You think you're doing everything because you're built to handle it. But you're really doing everything because you're scared to drop something. Scared of looking unprepared. Scared of disappointing people. Scared of being misunderstood. Scared of being seen as fragile instead of the reliable one. So you keep pushing past your limits like they don't exist. You overextend in friendships. You carry emotional weight that isn't yours. You fix things you didn't break. You take on projects no one asked for. You stay late trying to perfect something nobody will notice. And then you wonder why you're burnt out, bitter and buried under the life you built, trying to prove you're okay. The grind didn't break you. Your control issues did. But what if it's deeper? What if there's something else that's causing you to hold everything outside of your need for control? What if you're holding it all because you're afraid to let God help? God is all-knowing, all-powerful, and already has every answer you need. But he doesn't barge in. He waits for an invitation. And while he commands us to call on him, we insist on doing everything ourselves. So we keep striving, fixing, and overfunctioning. And the whole time God's saying, you weren't made to do this without me. You'll keep cycling through burnout, overwhelm, and anxiety because you were never meant to thrive outside of God's help. Trying to do God-sized things with human-sized strength will only lead to frustration, fatigue, and failure. Even Moses broke down. The Bible makes it clear. He didn't ask for the spotlight. He didn't feel qualified, but God chose him anyway to lead a nation out of slavery and into promise. Moses witnessed God's miracles, plagues in Egypt, the parting of the Red Sea, manna from heaven. He carried the weight of 1 million people's expectations, and eventually, it crushed him. Look at Exodus 18:13-18. The next day, Moses took his seat to serve as judge for the people, and they stood around him from morning till evening. When his father-in-law saw all that Moses was doing for the people, he said, "What is this you are doing for the people? Why do you alone sit as judge while all these people stand around you from morning till evening?" Moses said to his father-in-law, "Because the people come to me to seek God's will." Moses' father-in-law replied, "What you are doing is not good. You and these people who come to you will only wear yourselves out. The work is too heavy for you. You cannot handle it alone." In other words, Moses, you're doing God's work the wrong way. Moses' father-in-law wasn't criticizing him, he was correcting him. Jethro told Moses to delegate, to raise up capable, trustworthy people to share the weight. That wisdom from Jethro echoed what God himself would later do. Sometime later, Moses hits his breaking point. Again, he's exhausted, emotionally spent, and ready to quit. In Numbers 11:14-17, Moses says to God, "I cannot carry all these people by myself. The burden is too heavy for me. If this is how you are going to treat me, please go ahead and kill me, if I have found favor in your eyes, and do not let me face my own ruin." The Lord said to Moses, "Bring me 70 of Israel's elders. I will take some of the power of the Spirit that is on you and put it on them. They will share the burden of the people with you so that you will not have to carry it alone." The pattern is clear. God never expected Moses to carry it all. He didn't shame him. He supplied him. But it didn't happen until Moses admitted he couldn't do it alone. The same truth applies today. God can't carry what you won't release. If your hands are gripping everything out of fear, how can he place something new in them? You were never called to carry everything. You were called to carry what's yours and trust God with the rest. Your calling will crush you if you treat it like a solo mission, but God always has help ready if you'll make room for it. He didn't call you to be the hero. He called you to be obedient. So, how do you start letting go? 1. Name what you're carrying. Write it all down. All of your duties, your family expectations, your commitments, the mental and emotional weight you never say out loud. Ask, did God assign me this? Am I doing this out of fear, pride, guilt, or performance? Then pray, God, show me what's mine to carry and what's keeping me from your peace. 2. Discern what's God-given versus self-appointed. Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. Some assignments are just distractions in disguise. Ask, is this drawing me close to my calling or draining me dry? Is this something God is blessing or something I'm forcing? Then release what isn't His. Let go of hustle that's hurting you. Let go of roles He never gave you. Let go of your need to be everyone's solution. 3. Practice delegation with discernment and don't micromanage it. God didn't just tell Moses to get help. He told him to find people with character and capacity. Identify people who share alignment with you. Empower them, equip them, trust them. Spread responsibilities to other family members. Tell your job you need help. Tell your partner the things that stress you out to see where you both can work together. And most importantly, don't hover. Delegation isn't weakness. It's not giving up responsibility. It's multiplying capacity. When you release what God never told you to carry, you make room for what He did. God wants you free, not frantic, but He can't fill hands that are already full. If you want peace, make room for it. If you want help, ask for it. If you want momentum, stop doing it alone. God is ready. His help is waiting. His Spirit is enough, but He won't force your hands open. The missing ingredient is faith. You don't need more time. You don't need more plans. You don't need another self-help guru telling you to change your routine. You need more faith. Faith that says, God, I trust you more than I trust my own control. Because freedom isn't found in doing more. It's found in holding less. Step back. Let God do it.